Good morning. This is my campsite. It's pretty cozy, huh? And on this big field, I'm on a Christian camp property, and it's pretty nice. And they have so many mango trees. So today I decided I'm gonna head to a town called Santa Fe, which is also like a little in the mountains, and I think there's a bunch of water sites there to go visit. So that's the plan.
So here I am, somewhere in Panama, making my way south on this grand motorcycle adventure of mine, and exploring as many natural sights along the way as I can, which, by the way, never gets old. And I'll tell you why in a minute.
¿Cómo estás? Y aquí tengo la donación. Gracias.
The route today was simple: to ride down the famous Pan American Highway 1 and then shoot back up into the mountains for fresh air and exploration. But first, reality strikes because my phone was out of data.
Slowly watch as the sun rises, I fall asleep instead. This is how it ought to.
So now I'm headed to Santa Fe, and the road up was this small little paved road with views to the mountains ahead.
It's only you and me. No one else can bother us to step on our feet. Oh no.
Sometimes I wonder why it is I feel this need to explore. It's almost like an insatiable desire to just see everything. At one time in my life, someone told me perhaps you just need to get travel out of your system, and then you can settle down. I thought perhaps that could be true. But here I am, years later, and that desire still burns within.
This is how it ought to be. Every day should be like a hovering cloud.
This looks really adorable. Hola.
No está el chico,
No.
ahora viene.
Oh, okay. Okay, reception is not here right now. I don't know where they are, but in the meantime, I want to show you something really exciting. It's super great. Ever seen one of these before? This, anyone know the name? Tell me in the comments if you know the name. This is called tomate de árbol, also known as the tree tomato, also known as tomarillo. But let me show you inside. It's like little blackberry seeds. So, and it tastes a little bit like peach on the outside. Let me taste it. So good. It's like a mix of a blackberry, tomato, and peach. This, can you guess what it is? It's very similar to this one, except it's orange and it looks a little bit like an orange. So can you guess what it's called? Tell me in the comments. This is called a naranjillo. It tastes very different, even though they look pretty similar. I'm really surprised by the green on the inside. Well, this was your tomarillo and naranjillo. Two new fruits on the vlog. Alrighty. So I'm gonna eat something quickly and then I'm gonna go to a waterfall. Gracias.
Okay.
Wow, I don't know if I like it. Okay, would you like to see a really easy way to eat a pineapple from the side of the road? It's not that ripe. Instead of cutting like this and then down the sides, because it gets really messy, you cut through horizontally, and then you're gonna cut on this side, and then of course on the other side. And now you're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick the little pieces outside your little pineapple bowl. It's a perfect on-road meal.
So now I'm on my way to hunt for waterfalls. And this little town of Santa Fe is so charming. It just feels like it's nestled right into nature, almost like there's no separation. And the road to the waterfalls was one of the most dreamy roads I've ever been on. Even though it's paved, it seemed to just blend right in to the world around.
There's a light, searching courage to get up again.
That's another thing about motorcycling that makes it so magic. You feel like you're really in the world and not shielded from it in a box. The difference feels like being in the pitch of the game of life, rather than watching it from the sidelines.
Oh my God, there's my light, dressed every day. His well-known eyes makes me, oh my God, how come
Hopefully it's okay to leave the motorcycle here. Okay. This is Bienvenido a la... Oh, is this it? Trailhead on Google Maps. Okay, over there it says the entrance of the waterfall. Well, I guess we'll try it.
There was a clear sign that said entrance to the waterfalls. But as I got dressed, something in me didn't feel that comfortable. Until a family with kids happened to come walking up the road.
Esta es la camino por el cascada.
Sí, aquí, pues allá arriba el puente sale lo mejor.
Es mejor. Oh, allá.
Ajá.
Es más cerquita.
Más cerquita.
Oh, ok. ¿Y hay una parte para estacionar?
Sí.
Ok, gracias. Wow, I was like, sorry, just put my hair up and my ears are sticking out. That was like the best timing. I was having a feeling that this wasn't the best way, and then I just asked a local family just walking on the road, and if they're two little babies, and I asked them, and he said, well, there's another entrance that is like down by the bridge that is closer and better, and he also said there's parking.
While this information was true, it turned out it wasn't exactly up to date. And thankfully, someone else approached at the right moment.
Sí, sí. Él me dijo que es mejor allá.
Bueno, sí es accesible, pero no sé si estarán trabajando porque lo que pasa es que hay un proyecto de acueducto de que tienen cerrar el camino porque están construyendo un proyecto. Entonces igual pueden entrar por allí.
Sí, porque la moto está grande. Well, another local just came up to me and he said, don't leave your motorcycle here. It's very dangerous. The people here are not safe, whatever. And he said, you can leave it in my driveway. But then he told me that the other way is, they're working on it, so it's closed. But now I'm like, should I even go do this? Because it's already, I don't know if it's gonna get too late. I have a big headache. So I'm gonna think about it for a second.
So I decided to take the adventure, despite the headache and time of day. And I couldn't have landed in better hands with the most interesting guy around.
¿En España?
Sí.
Wow, en octubre. Wow, felicidades, qué interesante. Wow. ¿Y cuántas personas de Panamá allá?
Fuimos 75.
Wow.
He happens to be a high-performing cyclist who competes with a Panamanian team around the world. I was in such awe of him, and he took me on a path through the neighboring houses.
Hi. Sweet. Yes, Hola.
And I quickly realized I would have never found this place on my own.
there's like 100% chance that I would not have been able to find this place without him. Thankfully he came out and said, hey, I'll take you there. ¿Qué es eso?
Una pava, garnera de montaña.
Pájaro.
Ajá, ya está. ¿Quieres tomar una foto?
No veo. ¿Qué color?
Negro.
Oh, wow. Tiene una cabeza muy raro, ¿no?
So we trekked through the dense jungle, and it was very, very hot. But it wasn't long before we finally arrived at the waterfall.
Sunlight hits my face, it won't be long.
The thing you don't see is just how high that is.
Felt strong, but until the night I'm in your arms.
Really high.
In all my years of traveling, I have seen a lot of waterfalls. And like I said, it still never gets old. To some extent, yeah, well, they are the same. They are all waterfalls. But the thing is, they are each so different. They say you never step in the same river twice. No two sunsets are ever the same. And there's no such thing as a repeating pattern in a snowflake. The world is filled with infinite variety. And that's why it never gets old. Even more, there's a difference in me, the observer. I am a new person at every next waterfall, with new experiences since the last, and new perspective that have all changed me. And so, no, it never gets old. In this world, there is an endless amount of wonder.
Till the time I can't forget when I felt strong. But until
Now it's time to go, or it's too late.
arms again, I don't wanna get my hopes up in the air.
Ah, qué chido. Hola. Oh, you're so sweet. Gracias. Ok, muchas gracias. Ajustas aquí una propina. Gracias. Gracias por todo y con suerte con tu bici y las competiciones.
Si regreso voy para la otra cascada, me vienen, por ahí la llevamos allá a la otra.
Ajá, sí. Gracias. Buenas noches. Gracias, bye.
As this amazing day comes to an end, I couldn't help but realize that my struggles of the past have been a failure to recognize that same variety of life within me as a creative human being. I'm starting to realize that the only important thing is to be as authentic to my soul as possible and just create through love and devotion. Because just like the waterfalls, we are all distinctly unique, and perhaps to a higher observer, our creations never get old.
Those places where you try to hide, I promise I will try to find. I've got a